Store shelves bare in town. Welcome to Community News. My name is Paul.
And I'm Sophia.
Hi, Sophia.
Hello.
How are you today?
Do I look younger? Because that's the new generation name.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that a top 10 name for the new generation,
For
Sophia?
all the younger kids. So I thought if I use that name, maybe I'll start to look younger.
Are you Gen Y, Gen X, Millennial? What is it?
What comes after? I guess it would be, what's after millennial? Gen Z?
Baby Boomer? I don't know.
We're not old enough to be baby boomers, but are we Gen Z? I don't know. But does it make me look younger, Sophia?
So much younger.
Oh, good.
I'm afraid to use any sort of salty language on the show today because...
I'm over 18,
Oh,
Sophia.
you are? Okay.
I think I was named on the first verge of the Sophia becoming popular again.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's what I'm playing
Sophia
in my head.
Figuera, is that what brought it back?
I
or
took
no?
an acting class once, and that's just what I'm thinking in my head. That's my backstory for this Sophia name.
And have you used this in your 9-day rotation yet, or are you still on Jillian, or where are you, or do you use different names outside of the studio inside the studio?
Yeah, I'm day 3 into Sophia.
Day 3.
Yeah.
And how are
I got
people?
6 days to go.
How are people enjoying the Sophia experience at
I feel
this
like
point?
people have been friendlier to me since I'm Sophia. I don't know if I'm imagining that or if it's like,
No
because-
crossing guard problems. No one yelling
No,
at
and
you.
remember, he was not a crossing guard. He was a full-on police officer.
No police guard.
I mean, if he wanted, he could have shot me. He was a police officer with a real gun. He could have shot me for not stopping fast enough. Could you imagine that in the news?
I would have been doing this by myself then. It would have been community news with Paul, and
But imagine
that's
even
it.
in the local TV news, woman was shot for not stopping fast enough.
I'm trying to think how I would handle your obituary on the show if that actually happened.
Would you call me the co-host of Community News?
You would be absolutely known as, that would be the top of your obituary, the
Right.
co-host of Community. But would I use your real
Shot and
name, or
killed.
would I use the 8 names you've used since we've been started recording?
I picture that you would do "and" in quotes, and then you would list all of my names.
You said your real name.
Oh, shoot. I wasn't supposed to say that. Well, I
Uh-oh.
didn't say my last name.
People in town are going to know now. They're going to know.
There's more than one.
Quote, unquote, in town. Is that what you're
Exactly.
saying?
But I'm stuck on the quotes. Would you put the quote on my real name or on my aliases? Probably on my aliases.
I put it on your real name.
Okay, because I never use that name.
Never. At this point in your life, you never do anymore.
Right.
You're Sophia Day 3.
Day 3 Sophia, baby.
It's hard for me to keep remembering these names. I have to write them
do you
down.
want me to write it down and put it like in front of me?
No, I'll
I'm gonna do that right now
Sophia.
because
How
the
are you
studio
spelling
is
it?
so set up
With a C or
that
an
I can
S?
do that. Oh, definitely with an S.
Oh, gotcha.
While I'm changing the names and being creative that way, I don't want to be so creative that I'm like COFIAH. I don't want to be that person. Like, I want to have these creative names, but I don't want to be that person that, like...
So your creativity ends at a certain level, is
Not
what
that it
you're
ends.
saying.
I feel like it ends at not being like... Obnoxiousness. Like
I didn't
needing
mean
to
to
stand
interrupt.
out, right? Like needing to spell Jessica, needing to spell things in a crazy way just to be even more... I mean, what... I don't even understand that whole concept, showing your creativity in your kid's name. Like, when you go on a job interview, are you putting the names of your kids so you can show, look at what a great copywriter I would be. I came up with these odd spellings for these names.
I would not torture my kids that way. I'm not going to say my kids' names
Nor am
on
I.
air.
Nor am I.
Because they're humiliated enough by this thing, so I'm not going to add to that humiliation.
They're more humiliated by the podcast or by the fact that you head up the neighborhood watch in your neighborhood?
I have a story about Neighborhood Watch. They're just
Okay.
humiliated in general with me as a father. It
Aw,
has to do
You're
with...
a great dad.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Will you please call them in college and let them know?
I will. You should give me their numbers.
As I send out their tuition checks, will you call them and let them know that I'm a great father?
I'd like to tell them you definitely are a great father.
All right, so speaking of community news,
That is the name of our show, right?
and speaking of the Community Watch, I had the honor and privilege, as I said last week, of going to our block party.
Oh, is
And
it annual or is it the first one?
This is the first one ever.
Wow.
We've lived on the street for 15 plus years.
Okay.
I know one person on the street.
Oh, because you keep that low profile.
Exactly. And, I know the street is starting to turn over.
Right. You
I
said
see a lot of
younger
kids.
families. Does
on
that
the
make you
street.
sad?
No, it's the circle of life.
The
as I
circle
said.
of life doesn't make you sad?
Why would that make me sad?
It makes me sad. So I just
Really?
wondered if it made you sad.
How could you be sad? You're Sophia. You're 18 plus years old again. There's nothing to be sad
Well,
about.
but-
You're reversing the circle of life.
Well, yes, true. Only for the 20 minutes that we
Are
do
you
the
kidding me? I was there at this block party and I saw baby Bjorn strapped to father's chest. I saw kids going down for naps. I saw people yelling at their kids and disciplining them. I saw
Oh, you were
one-
happy to be done with that
Oh
stage?
my God! It was the
Really?
greatest thing ever. Being a baby boomer, being
Empty nester?
Empty. Thank you. I can't even think of it. I was so
Baby
excited
boomer.
about
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
An empty nester
No.
watching all this because I was exhausted. One woman said, "I'm going to put my kid down for a nap." I said, "That sounds like the greatest thing I've ever heard."
The nap or
The na-
getting to be the one putting it?
Both.
Wow, okay.
Both.
So you were envying the baby in that
I was envying the
situation.
fact that they could go take a nap, and then I said, I'm going to go take a nap. But getting back to Community Watch, I found out, lo and behold, on my street are now 5 police officers
Come
living
on.
there.
5?
5 police officers
That's
dotted
insane.
around the street. So when I told them I was a Community Watch guy, they sort of laughed in my face, which was kind of sad. But I said, look, there are a lot of speeders. You guys are working throughout the day. I'm here keeping a watch on things. So they deputized me. So
Oh,
now
that's
I am
great.
now a deputy
That is
in the
fabulous.
local community.
Congratulations.
In the police force. It really doesn't afford me anything, not a badge or anything.
Not
but
even
at
a
least
badge?
what it does is it gave me their cell phone number. So if something's going on, at least I have somebody to talk to
That's
and,
really good.
and complain to and
Or
do
if
something.
the police officer by the high school is mean to you. Oh, I wonder if he lives on your street.
He does not.
How do you know? You asked?
I did.
Oh, you said, do any of you have the high school's post ever?
No, these are real police officers. These are, well, I guess he's a real police officer also.
Yeah, he
But
had a
these are
gun.
not, these are police officers who do not have the high school post.
Okay.
Yelling at suburban moms with kids in their car.
Did you find out if one brought the next? Like, did they just happen to all move to the street?
They
or were
just
they
all
like,
happened to move
are you
there.
sure? They weren't like, this is a party, let's all be on the same street? Like,
That's not what they, maybe they said that after I left, that, they were probably laughing behind my back and the whole
No.
Community Watch thing. Yeah,
it's like you're an amateur police. I never thought about that from the
Right.
police standpoint. It's like
Right.
you're an amateur policeman.
amateur in quotes, sort of like your name in quotes, yes.
But I guess, yes, that's right. But there's so many things like that. EMS, fire. You just made me realize all those professions also have a whole volunteer wing.
Right, but all of those people are trained. They're not self-appointed like I was by walking
okay.
around the street and trying to point out all the little things that are going on.
Well, okay.
You
but
know,
you're becoming-
and getting back to it, I guess I would have to, in retrospect, agree with that police officer at the school because I'm sort of a stickler for rules. And if
That's
I
true.
saw you go over the stop sign line, I
didn't.
will now call my new police buddies and report you.
Right.
At what point do you think they're going to get sick of me and say not to call anymore? How many reports do you think it's going to take?
it would take a lot because I think that they are trained to just take lots and lots of.
Even nonsense?
Yeah, I think 80% of the calls police get are nonsense calls. They're people trying to adjudicate their own little personal grievances with their neighbor or their.
Right, but it's probably not 100 calls from the same person giving nonsense that's going on.
That is true. That is true. I guess I'm still stuck on thinking, at what point will your loyalty be stronger to those police neighbors than it is to me, that you would turn me in for going past the stop sign? That's where my mind is still working on.
I have a feeling they're going to abandon me pretty soon.
Oh,
you know.
really?
I have a feeling, yeah.
Because you're more type A. They think of you as the type A stockbroker, 522 guy.
I think so, probably.
Are
They
you
don't realize that I'm just a laid-back community watch guy who just wants to make our area safer. There are
Yeah.
deer roaming around.
Right.
There are speeders going 3 miles over the speed limit. There's a possible meth house, which turned out to be a cat feces house. You never know what's going on the
Yeah,
street.
see, I would think that would make them more endeared to you because you have something in common. Like you both want to make sure that there's no.
Believe me, we have nothing in common.
But you have in common with them this need to keep everybody in order.
No,
Law
I
and
just
order.
have a need to be an old crotchety guy yelling at everything at this point. So it's not really keeping things in order. I
Yeah.
think it's just feeding my own need to do something during the day, which is yelling at other people at this point.
Oh,
It's kind of
this is making me sad.
It is sad.
making me sad.
Oh.
Let's find other things for you to do during the day besides
I think I'm going to
yelling
change
at
my
the
name to
people.
Sophia at this point and feel younger and happy
Because
again.
that's not sad at all. Because what I'm doing with my life to make myself feel better isn't sad at all.
Did the
Changing
therapist
my
live
name.
to listen to the podcast or not? Have you gone in as
Yeah.
now Sophia or
Well, I
Jillian or what is going on?
I haven't been in as Sophia, but I did ask her as Jillian if she wants to listen to it. And I said, please don't get offended that I was asking if the way we do therapy is the right way.
And what did she say?
Oh, she said, you can't offend me. She said, you can't offend me.
You specifically or you in general was she talking?
I think she meant both, because this is what she does. She listens to people and she...
So is it now your mission to try to offend her? Because that would totally be
That would
my
be
mission,
your
at,
mission.
at this point.
No, it's not my mission. But I think what she says, I'm not judging you, this is
You've never said anything to offend your therapist.
I'm sure I have, but she hasn't.
But she said she doesn't get offended.
Well, because she's saying, I don't judge you. I don't listen in that way. That's not the way I'm listening.
If it was a different type podcast, I'd ask you what's the most offensive thing you've told her, but I'll refrain from that.
It's making me think I've given her definitely the PG-13. I've never gone into any of my things that would be offensive. I think I try to present myself as different than what I really am, which maybe goes back to this name change thing. Maybe that's how I spend my whole life.
So basically, one of your name changes is getting better under therapy. I'm just confused at
I'm
this
not
point.
sure that anybody's getting better
Either.
in therapy. I think it's just,
It's just a place to go hang out for an hour and talk.
Exactly. It's a continual check-in to make sure that I'm okay to remain being an outpatient.
Oh, this is sad.
There's no need to go into being an inpatient.
This is a very sad podcast.
This is sad. Wah, wah. No, I've never been an inpatient. I was just using that term. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, people do need to be an inpatient, but I'm just saying it's more of a check-in to make sure I'm okay out and about, in the world.
Right. To make sure you can get through just another week.
Yeah,
Is
but
that
getting
what it is?
better, I think, is off the table. Is what I meant.
This is sad.
Is it too sad?
This is
I meant it in jest.
What's even sadder is that I went to the store to get Halloween stuff.
Yeah.
As our news story, head story said, and the stores are all out of Halloween stuff.
Oh,
Can
my
you believe
gosh.
it? We're 2 weeks away still, and there's nothing left for Halloween.
But then there's going to be a plethora the next day that goes on half-price sale.
Right.
So where does all that come from if they're out now?
It's people returning. And you know what? They can't return Halloween costumes.
They can't?
No.
I never knew that.
Yes, you can't return Halloween
Come
costumes.
on, only underwear.
I don't know
stuff
where
you
that
can't
segue
return.
came from, but I was.
Is that really true?
That is true.
But-
once you buy it, you can't return it.
Why? It's like any other
Because they
clothing.
realize that once you get home, you realize what an idiot you were for buying it, and there's no way they're taking their money
always
back.
made out of the cheapest materials possible.
It's great when those Halloween stores just pop up at the mall.
Pop-up store.
Those pop up with the stuff with the naughty nurse and the
Right.
Harry Potter and the
Now that we're-
Raggedy Ann.
Now
and
that we're in the Me Too era for a year, I'm hoping the naughties start to slip away.
Is it not going to be? Oh, sorry.
Or the sexy whatever, the
So-
sexy school teacher.
Right. They're just going to, since they're from years past, they just black it out with a magic marker and it just says school teacher now?
Probably. But don't you think it's time? I thought it was time to lose those costumes years ago before we even had this big spark of Me Too. I know we're not trying to be topical in the world, but
No, you're talking to the wrong person. Those costumes don't offend me at all.
of course they don't. Even as a father of a daughter,
No, well, come on.
do you
It's-
want her wearing sexy nun?
As long as I don't see it. A sexy nun? There's a
I've seen
sexy
those.
nun?
Yeah, a sexy
really?
nun. Yeah.
What is
That's
a sexy
actually funny. That's
what's
actually kind of funny.
So that's okay. So Me Too ends at sexy nun costumes. Is that what you're saying? Is that the delineation?
I don't even know that Me Too has crossed over to Halloween costumes. I'm just guessing that at some point you would think Me Too should sort of women wash everything. Like what they say whitewash? It should women wash everything.
Okay. So let me go back. So in the costume store, there's a school teacher.
Mm-hmm.
There is a Harry Potter.
Uh-huh.
And there is a nurse, but not a sexy nurse.
Okay.
Or not a
Is it
sultry
a
nurse.
dumpy nurse?
Or not a naughty nurse.
Okay.
It's just a nurse.
Fat nurse?
It's not a fat nurse. We
Okay.
can't say anything. It's just a nurse.
Okay.
And so those are the costumes there.
I would never want to dress up as a nurse.
As a naughty nurse or just a nurse?
Any nurse.
Sexy nurse or nurse, just a nurse?
None of them.
Really?
Again, back to sad. It seems depressing to me because if I'm in the nurse costume, then I'm thinking of my day as like being in a hospital and changing bedpans and visiting people that are dying. Like it's a sad Halloween costume.
And to all the nurses out there, please note that not everybody holds that opinion. And do listen to this podcast.
I know there's lots of other nurse jobs. Like you could be a nurse in a dermatology office. That's a good job. Then they give you all the wrinkle stuff.
Is that it?
Yeah, you get to stay young looking.
There
forever.
are a lot of women in town. I don't know if this is a pre-Halloween thing or just the time of year. I've seen a lot of facelifts and Botox going on.
Recently?
A lot of frozen faces in town. It's
Oh, wow.
amazing. So if you were going to be a nurse, that's where you would go. Would you want to be the injection or to be the one to say where you get the injection or just watch as it's going on?
Well, just
or
like
where
I've
would you
told
want to
you
be?
about community news and whatnot, I just want to. I like perks. I'm all about picking a job with perks. So I would pick the job in the dermatologist's office just so that I don't really care what I do while I'm there. I just care that I get my injections for
Oh,
free.
so you want injections yourself?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I see.
Of course. So I can match my name, Sophia. So what would I do? Would I want to give them? No. I would be freaked out putting a needle in someone. Could you do that?
You would just, of course. Why
You could
not?
put a needle in someone?
Why not?
I think I'd be good at like taking blood pressure with the cuff. I could do that.
How about
It's
showing
not
them
too
to the waiting
intrusive.
room or to the exam room?
Show them to the exam room where they
Here's
won't
your
be-
smock to put on.
Here's
Oh,
your
well, then why
smock.
do they need a smock if they're getting a face
I
thing
know.
done?
They just like to humiliate everybody.
I'm sorry, I'm going back to the sexy nurse thing, and the whole
Yeah,
smock
right.
thing ties
No,
into it.
everybody's got to change into that just to be humiliated.
Is that
for
it?
No other reason. Well, for a power play, yeah.
Now, I always find it hard to tie the back of it, so my ass is always sticking out no matter what. I can't tie that thing, and it's not because I don't want to.
Right,
Because
of
believe me,
course.
my ass is not something you want to see, but I just can't do it. So,
Yeah, I have the same
would you
problem.
be someone to help tie those things, or
Oh, I guess
or no?
I guess I could do that. That's no
Really?
big deal. Yeah, I just wouldn't look down for too long. I could tie them. I just don't want to. I wouldn't want to like put needles in anybody.
You know what? You would strike me as the person who would look down and make a comment on their ass.
Really?
Yes.
No, I'd keep it to myself.
You would
I
comment
think
later
it,
on.
I would think it, and
Okay.
then I would pat myself on the back for how good I am that I'm not saying it out loud.
How long would it take before you would say something, or what would you have to see in order for you to say something? I guess that's more the
I mean,
appropriate
this
question.
is getting kind of gross, but maybe if somebody was like having an issue, like that needed really to be happening in the bathroom, if that was happening, I would have to make a comment. Yeah.
No, I was just talking about the shape and size. I
Oh, the
wasn't
shape
talking.
and size. Oh, I thought you meant if there was some kind of like liquid activity or something.
No, I'm not
Okay,
talking
shape
about
and
that.
Size, no, I wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't. I mean,
Would you go home and comment to anyone and say, "I saw an ass"?
more
that
than
looked
likely,
like
I
this"?
would probably I would say to my friends, not only that I saw an ass that looked like this, but I would probably give the names too, even though I'm supposed to be a confidential nurse.
Remind me to never tell you anything in secret at this point.
Oh, I wouldn't tell anything that you tell me in secret, but anything I see of a stranger feels like that's fair game.
It's a stranger up to the point of telling their name, also. So
well,
then it's
right.
not a stranger
they
anymore.
were a stranger. Now that
Oh.
I've seen their butt and I know their name, I guess at some point I should say now we're intimate.
It's amazing how this community news podcast is now talking about you looking at butts, being a fake sexy
know.
nurse at Halloween.
We got off of this Halloween costume. Let's go back to how the candy's off the shelves already.
It's off the shelves. I don't know where it all goes. Like you said, there's sometimes 50% sales.
The
I think
next
that's
day.
yeah, but that's like the crap candy that's
You
left.
think they hold on to that year to year and just haul it back out
You think
the day
like
after Halloween?
like those candy corn things.
Yeah, who eats that?
That's disgusting. Those are the 50% off things that are after the fact
Right.
for the people looking just to buy candy, I guess, for themselves.
Right. I mean, you really have to be like a candy addict, like a crack addict, to want to eat those candy corns, or even, I'm going to say it, I know I'll get a lot of flack for this, after Christmas, those J-shaped things with the red and white swivel. I hate those things.
Oh, the candy canes.
Candy cane, thank
Yeah.
you. Those are gross too.
Yeah, I don't get
It's
those.
the same, like, ew, who's eating that?
Right.
If I'm going to eat sugar, why would I eat that or
I
a
just eat a
candy
packet
corn?
of sugar.
Right. But why would I eat that or a candy corn? Like the grossest of all. Wouldn't you just eat chocolate? I mean, Twix and Kit Kat, those are my favorites. What about you?
Ew, Twix
No?
and Kit Kat.
You don't like
Ew.
Twix and Kit Kat? What's wrong with you?
I don't like
What's
that.
your favorite Halloween candy?
I guess it would be the please, if you're around, then you're going to give us candy. If you're going to give it, give her all the Twixt and Kit Kat.
Oh, I love that.
I guess I'm a plain guy. I like the Hershey with almonds.
Oh, that's
Or-
not plain. I like the Hershey's, the plain Hershey's, but with
And
almonds. Oh,
And I like Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. What could
so
I say?
you like that nutty flavor. Reese's peanut butter.
I'm a
I can,
nut, yes.
Reese's peanut butter I can deal with.
Yeah.
But you and I grew up around the same time. Do you still every Halloween and candy associate it with razor blades and the candy?
We did not grow up the same. You look much younger, Sophia. But yes.
Thank you. Unless because of my new imaginary job at the dermatologist as a nurse.
You asked me, do I associate razor blades and yes, of course, always.
Right. It's the first thing I think of.
That's why I
so-
never eat an apple to this day.
Exactly. I was going to say, when you said Reese's, I think of that as an easy one to put the razor blade in. I don't know why, but
Please don't have
it's in
any
my mind.
ideas. Community News Podcast warned you, no razor blades.
Oh, right.
And look out for razor
For
blades.
the younger listeners,
Yes.
that was going on when we were growing up. People
Right.
were sticking razor blades in Halloween candy.
Oh, there were a lot of rumors back then. Spider eggs and bubble yum, pop rocks and soda make you.
But these weren't rumors. They were on the legitimate news.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, not even community news, like real, actual news.
Real news, not
Yeah.
this fake news. Or not this
We're not
community.
fake news, but I'm just saying, it was on like actual TV station news.
Walter Cronkite reported on it.
Did he? About
To
the
date us
Halloween
even
candy?
more. So.
Let's bring ourselves into the modern world.
So if you're out there, don't eat any candy with razor blades in it. I guess that's what the moral of the
The
story
moral of the
is.
story, and the stores need to order better because they have no candy before Halloween. They have candy in August. It's all gone by September.
And I don't want any candy corns. It's as
And I
simple
don't want
as
any
that.
candy corns the day after Halloween. That's right.
Sophia, it's been a pleasure, as always. This is our episode of
Our
Community
whole episode
News.
is about that.
My name is Paul.
And I'm Sophia.
And remember, like us on iTunes or
Share
in
us.
person. Please stop yelling at me. Look for Sophia. She's using the name for the next 6 days.
Look for me around town. Please comment at the end of our podcast.
Facebook, Twitter, and we will be talking to you again next week.
Okay, take care.